Hello guys, welcome back to Total Extreme Wrestling 2013 TNA. This is Ben, and I'm going to show you the rating from last week's Impact Wrestling on Spike, which was a 3.32. That's down from a 3.35 last week, so hope we can get it up this week. We're holding the show in the New Jersey Sun National Bank Arena. Decided to get out of the Impact Zone just to see what I can do outside of it. We have 17 show segments and 2 pre-show matches, so let's get going. In the first pre-show match, and about that had solid in-ring action but non-existent crowd heat, Revolution, James Storm, and Abyss defeated the Von Erichs in 8 minutes 13 seconds with James Storm, defeated Ross Von Erich by pinfall with the closing time. Von Erichs debuted. The gimmick ratings are not what I like, but they're close enough even that I can keep them together as a team. That's nice. And Marshall and Lacey do not have good combination when Lacey is managing Marshall, so I'm going to have to remove Lacey from being Marshall's manager. Then next we have a triple threat match with Zack Sabre Jr. going over Kenny King and Homicide when Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Homicide by pinfall. Just trying to put Zack Sabre over so we can use him on the show eventually. He has had a big boost in popularity since we signed him, so that's nice. The next in a fantastic segment. I cannot be happier with this. We got a 90. That is great. Kurt Angle comes down to the ring. He takes the microphone and starts talking to the crowd, hyping up his feud with the Authority and whatnot, saying that they're going to win at Lockdown and keep control over the show, before eventually being interrupted by John Hennigan. Hennigan's not happy about the fact that Kurt beat Hennigan last week, if I remember correctly. They have a big argument going back and forth on the microphone before agreeing to face each other later on in a singles match. That is a great rating. That should really help the show out. It's already booked for tonight. And then Jim Ross puts over the fact that due to the actions of Samoa Joe, Eric Young is not here tonight, and he is still receiving medical attention because of the vicious assault by Samoa Joe last week. So Ross is putting over the feud between Joe and Eric Young because that's basically... I'm basically keeping Eric Young off TV until a special point in which he can come back and attack Joe and build up our match. Might have him return next week, don't know. Next we have Eve Torres defeating Caitlyn in 8 minutes 12 seconds by pinfall, illegally using the ropes for leverage. So, not much in the way of heat, solid in-ring action, got a 48, it's a knockout, what can you expect? Then we have Awesome Kong coming out and attacking Eve and Caitlyn. Awesome Kong is not booked for this show tonight, so she's pissed that the Knockouts champion, is not getting the spotlight while people who aren't the Knockouts champion are, like Eve and Caitlyn. So, I think I'm going to have a fatal 4-way match between Awesome Kong, Eve, Caitlyn, and Taryn Terrell at the pay-per-view. I think that could be decent for a Knockouts match. Then next we have Austin Aries and MVP in the ring talking about how good they are, hyping over the fact that they're going to beat the Authority at Lockdown and have Kurt Angle remain in control of the Impact show. MVP was poor when trying to improvise dialogue, but Austin Aries was superb, so that's good. Not good for MVP, but other than that, got a 76, so decent rating. I'm happy with it. Then in a match that had some good action but not much in the way of heat, Magnus defeated Low Key by pinfall with a Mag Daddy driver, got a 60. Alright. Low Key is improving in performance skill. Then we have Magnus celebrating his victory in the ring when Bram runs in and attacks, beating Magnus down into the mat. Bram is still trying to get Magnus to accept his challenge, as Magnus has not yet accepted or rejected it, so Bram's trying to make Magnus want to accept the match so that they can have a match at Lockdown. Then next, Jeff Jarrett is backstage with Samoa Joe. He gives them a simple choice. Either Samoa Joe can start playing, can join the Authority, or will find his life getting very tough. And as Joe does not answer in the segment, Jeff Jarrett puts him in a match against Jeff Hardy next, which got a very disappointing rating. That's very sad. And about that featured great action and a good crowd. That's really nice for that. Samoa Joe defeated Jeff Hardy in 15:53 by pinfall. Jeff Hardy and Samoa Joe just don't click at all, and it showed in their performances. That's very upsetting. But Hardy's improving in performance, so that's nice. Bad rating, though. And then Joe goes off on a rant about how much he hates Eric Young, basically trying to continue the storyline while Eric Young is not here. Then we have Bobby Roode in the ring talking about how good he is, putting over the fact that he's going to beat John Hennigan at Lockdown and regain his World Heavyweight Championship. I got a 77, so Bobby's good on the mic, so can always count on him for a decent promo. Then we have Sanjay Dutt, who has an interview by Josh Matthews, in which he goes off on a rant about how much he hates the Great Sonata after Sonata sprayed the mist in his face on last week's Impact. And then we have, in a match that had some good action, but not much in the way of heat, Generation Me defeated the Wolves in 1625 when Max Buck defeated Davey Richards by pinfall with a more bang for your buck following interference from Jesse, because the Bromans are facing the Wolves at Lockdown, so they don't want the Wolves getting any momentum, and it gives the Generation Me a non-title win over the Wolves, so that's good. Only got a 60 because the match was too long given the Generation Me was involved, who's only ranked as lower mid-carders, which kind of sucks. Then we have Jeremy Borash backstage with Kurt Angle talking about his upcoming match. Kurt Angle's hyping up the match between Hennigan and Kurt, which is next. Alright. 78, that's decent. And about to feature great action and a good crowd, Kurt Angle defeated John Hennigan in 1606 by pinfall with an angle slam after a distraction from Bobby Roode. Jeff Jarrett was on commentary, which is why the Battle for Power storyline continues. So that's nice. And then we have Samoa Joe coming in the ring and destroying Kurt Angle. Samoa Joe is joining the Authority, as you will see in the next segment. That's a great segment rating. And Jeff Jarrett is in the ring with Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe says that he has made a decision. He has chosen to be smart and ally himself with Jeff Jarrett. They shake hands with Jeff Jarrett looking smug, basically thinking, now that I got Joe, I have Tyrus, Ethan Carter III, and Drew Galloway. There's no way Kurt can find anyone to beat me. So that's a 73 rating. Ends the show. Got a 77. That's one of my better impacts yet. I think my second best. Increased their popularity in 27 regions. So, to stop the two-part episodes, this is going to be the end of this episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all enjoyed it, and see you in the next video. Bye.